Hello students, welcome you to your computer classroom. So I hope you all are good, fit and healthy. So as in the previous classes we have started our chapter that is related to MS Word. So in that we have seen few of the features. So before moving to the other topic, let us have a quick revision of what we have discussed in the class. So we have started chapter 3, and in that we have discussed few of the topics like what is MS Word, then what are the different features, few of the features we have discussed. So as MS Word is also called as word processing software. So why it is called as word processing software? Because we do certain you can say the different programs which is related to document creation, then manipulation. Okay, so in that we can create letter, memos, fax, reports. So because of these word related operations, this software is called as word processing program. Okay, then we have seen few of the features related to that, the some functions of the MS Word. One by one we have seen. First is creating. So in creating we have seen that the different types of documents which can be created using the MS Word. So we can insert graphical images. Then editing, if you want to do some delete, copy, paste operations, so this all is called as editing operation. Clear? Then formatting, in the formatting we have seen how to change the font style, font size. Clear? So this all is part of formatting. Okay, then next we have seen how to save a document. So saving is also a part or the function of the MS Word. So if you want to use the file again, so for that we need to save the document. Clear? So saving is required for opening the file later, so that it is available to us whenever we need. Then printing, if you want to get the printout of the document which we have created, you can print it on the page, you can print it on a paper using the printer. Clear? So this is the printing operation. So these were the different functions of the MS Word. Then some features of the MS Word we have discussed. So in the features we have seen, first is autocorrect. So why it is important? Autocorrect options give you that suppose you are writing any spelling mistake is there, if you have not capitalized the first word, so this all will be taken care of by the MS Word. So it will capitalize the different nouns, the name of the days, the first letter in the sentence. Clear? And it can automatically correct few of the spelling errors. Clear? So this feature is called as autocorrect. Next is the auto format. So auto format is, suppose you are writing any ordinal number. Ordinal number means suppose there is somewhere it is written first or second. So here as you can see, so this will be automatically written at the, so in place of this second on the same position ND is written, so it will superscript the ND at the top. Clear? Then emojis, for that you can, whatever the symbol you will type, it will automatically convert to the emoji symbol. So the smiley as you make, so this type of thing can be automatically made by the auto format. Then the columns, as you see in the books, the in the newspaper also, the news are printed in the column form, so the same can be done using the MS Word. Then spelling and grammar check, the MS Word can be used for checking the spellings, and you can also check the grammatical mistake if there is something, so that can be done using the spelling and grammar check. Okay, then sorry, then we have the table. Let us erase this first. So table is, if if you want to print the data in the form of rows and column, so for that we can use the table. Okay, and we can increase the width of those rows and column, we can change the color using that. Clear? So this can be done using the tables. Treasures, we have seen that if you want to use the synonym of anything, so for that the treasures are used. It is similar to the dictionaries, but here we'll only get the synonyms. Okay, Then tracking changes and comments if multiple users are working on a same file. So to find that which user has made the changes, we can use the track change feature and we can write the comments accordingly. And mail merge, if you want to form some letters and if you want to send that file as a mail to any of the recipient, we can use the mail merge feature. Okay, so this all we have covered in the previous class only. Now today we are going to see that how to start uh, the MS Word. Okay, so we will see how to start the MS Word software. So here are the steps which is given. So first is click on the start menu, then click on all programs, click on Microsoft Office, then click on Microsoft Word 2010. So according to the operating system which we are using, these are the steps. So these steps, or you can directly type, let us open it, directly type Word here. So here I am writing Word. So here you can see it gives you the software Windows Microsoft Word 2010. So click on this. So it is opening right now. So this is the way you can directly write and search, or you can type it accordingly the steps which is given in the book. Okay, so let us come to the book. So here are the different steps also by using which you can open it. So when you opened it, a empty document titled document 1 appears on the screen. Clear? Title means that this name will be written at the top of the name of the Microsoft Word file. Clear? Then we will discuss that what are the different things of this window and what is the meaning of all these. We will see one by one in the software window, or here you can see itself in this screen also. So let us read this. After starting MS Word, you will get a window on your desktop. The Word window displays many items you can use to create and work with your documents. So these are the different sorry, these are the different things which are available on the screen, on the MS Word screen, and the different options are there. We will discuss each of these one by one. Okay, so let us see these. So first is the title bar. So title bar is the topmost bar of the window that displays the name of the currently active Word document. Clear? So what is title bar? Let us see here in the software as well. So title bar is this area at the top where the name of the file is written. So document 1 is written there, Microsoft Word. So this is the title bar where the name of the file is written or shown to us. Clear? In this diagram also, in the book also, you can see the title bar is located at the top where the document 1 is written. Okay. Next is file tab. Let us see this file tab. You can manage file information and save, share, print, protect and work with version information for the document. Okay, so file tab can be used to manage the different information, and related different other operations will be shown in the file tab. So let us see this file tab. If we come to the software window, let us come to this. So here you can see when you click on this file tab, these are the different tabs related to that, and in the file tab you can do the different things, the different earlier documents which are there, so you can use that. Clear? Next is the quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar displays the quick access buttons such as save, undo and redo. So let us see where it is. Quick access toolbar is here at the top corner. You can see the frequently used things like save button, undo and redo things. Clear? So this area is called as quick access toolbar, where the frequently used things can be shown. If you want to change some new options to be shown there. You can choose that accordingly. You can include more, or if you want to remove few of these, for that also we can modify this quick access toolbar. Clear? So this is the use of quick access toolbar in MS Word. Now let us come again to the book. So we have seen the quick access toolbar. Next is ribbon. So let us see what ribbon is. Ribbon displays a group of related commands in tabs. Each tab offers shortcut buttons to common tasks. Okay, so what is ribbon? Let us come again. So ribbon is the whole area. At the bottom of this tab, you can see this whole area where the different options are located to. So whatever the tab you are selecting, like home, insert, page layout, so these are the different tabs, and according to the tab chosen, the ribbon area is changing. Clear? So this area where the different options are shown to us, so this whole is area is called as ribbon. Okay, so whatever the tab you are choosing, the ribbon area means the different options according to the tab are changing. Okay, so this is the different this is the area where the different options or the different tools are visible to us related to a specific tab. Okay, here also you can see which one is the ribbon. This section at the green box, you can see where the different names, the different other options are shown related to the home tab. I hope this is clear. Next is insertion point. Let us read this. Insertion point is a flashing line on the screen that indicates where the text you type will appear. Okay, so what is the insertion point? That is the flashing line on the screen, means wherever you want to start the typing. If I show you here, you can see here there is a blinking cursor. Right now if I click here, so here you can see there is a blinking cursor. So this is the insertion point. If you start writing anything, it will start from here only. Suppose I write welcome. So here you can see the place where the insertion point was blinking, the text is started here only, जहाँ से हम start करना चाह रहे हैं typing. So this is called as the insertion point. Okay, we can erase this. So this is called as the insertion point. Okay, now come to the next, that is views of the document. Let us see what is views of document. So views of document provides access to 5 different views of your document. Here these are the view buttons. View of the document, here you can see at the uh, bottom of area, here it is visible. If I show you in the software window also, you can see at the bottom, here it is visible. Let us mark this. Clear? So these are the view buttons. Clear? So we will see later that what view is used for which purpose, then it will be more clear. So these are the use of different views button. Okay, next is the scroll bars. What is scroll bars? These bars which can be used to scroll the page to the left, right, or to up and down. Clear? So the scroll bars uh, helps to move the content of the document up, down, left, right. If I show you in the software also, you can see it here. Okay, let me choose the cursor. So here right now my document is not so much big, it is blank. Even then you can scroll the page up and down. Clear? So these bars which scroll, here it is. You can see this bar when it is up and down. If I zoom in, let me zoom the page. If I zoom and it is more than this window, so then it will come the this scroll bar also, left and right. So if you scroll it left or right direction, it will move the page, the document in that direction. Clear? So these are the scroll bars which will be used for scrolling the page to left and right or to up and down. Okay, so related to the document we can scroll the page accordingly. Okay, now if we come to the next, that is the status bar. So what is status bar? The status bar provides information about the area of the document displayed on the screen and the position of the insertion point. Okay, so what is the information which is given on the status bar? It provides you the area of the document and the position of the insertion point. So if I come to the status bar, let me show you. Here it is. Here you can see the status bar. Okay, so if I come to the software window, we can see it there as well. Let me erase this first. Okay, so where is the status bar? Here you can see page 1 of 1, word 0. So this is the status. Whatever is the status of your page, it will denote you the status on this status bar. Clear? So this is the use of the status bar as well. Now coming to the next, that is the window control buttons. So window control button, the maximize, minimize and close button. So these buttons are used to minimize the program window, restore the window to full size or close the window. So let me show you this, the window control button. So these at the corner you can see the, if you want to change the size of this, you can use this maximize, or you can see the restore button, then close if you want to close it, and if you click on the minimize, it will minimize the software. Clear? So these are the window control buttons. So these are the three window control: minimize, maximize and close. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now next is work area. So what is work area? Let us see. It is the area in the document where you enter or type the text of the document. So whatever the area where you are typing the things, that is the work area. Clear? So in this case, the whole page where you are entering the data, this area, this is the work area where you are working. By the name also it is clear. Then the next is creating a new document. How we can create a new document in MS Word. Let us see this. Now a new document can be created by you every time you start writing a fresh letter or report. So whenever you are starting or creating a new document, we can if you are writing a fresh document, we can use the new document. So creating a new document is like writing on a fresh new piece of paper. Clear? So whenever you, as we write something on a new page in a copy, in the same way, if you are creating any new letter, any new document, so for that you can choose the new document feature. So each time you create a document, you are placing a new piece of paper on the screen. So it is similar to that as we are giving the example. So as we use the new page for writing something, in the same way whenever you are using a new document, it is actually placing a page on the screen. Okay, so what are the steps to start a new document? Click on the file tab, then a backstage view will appear. Click on the, here you can see these are the different areas. Click on the file tab, then we will go to the new button, and when you go to the new button, we will find new document, or the blank document. This is the new blank document. Then click on the create. Let us follow these steps. What are the steps? First is file tab, new button, blank document and create. Okay, let us come to the software. Okay, let me erase this first and then I will show you. So where we have to go, click on the file, then click on new, Then in the new you can see the blank document. Here are the steps which is visible to you. First we click on the file tab, then we go to the new, then the blank document, then we will click on the create. So let us click on the create as well. So click on the create. Sorry. Okay, so while I clicked on the create, a new document, a new page is created. Okay, so these are the steps to create a new document. Okay, if I come to the software, here it is, the textbook. So these are the 4 steps how to create a file or a new document. Okay, now a new document file opens and you start adding your own data. So as you have created the new document, you can now write anything on this page. Now we will see the same how we are going to enter the data in this page. So first is, there is a significant change in the way the text is typed in the document. The insertion point is automatically transferred to the next line once you reach at the end of your previous line in the same paragraph in the Word. What does it mean? So whatever the thing you are typing on the page, the insertion point will move accordingly, and when you have completed a single line, automatically the insertion point will move to the next line. Clear? So this is how the insertion point will change its position to the place where till where you have typed. Okay, hence you do not need to press any other key except the enter key while beginning to type in a new paragraph in your document, or if you wish to leave a blank line. What does it mean? So if you are entering or writing something in on the page, so automatically the insertion point will go there. But if you want to change the paragraph, if you have completed a paragraph, then you will need to press the enter key to go to the next paragraph. Or else if you have completed a line, if you want to change the line by yourself, if you have written till middle, click the uh, type the full stop or something, any punctuation mark, whatever is required, question mark, so write that, and if you press the enter key, it will go to the next line. Clear? So according to our situation, if you want to change the paragraph or if you want to change the line, for that we can use the pressing enter key. Otherwise the insertion point will automatically go till where we have written. Okay, so these are now the steps. So here you can see the text you type will appear where the insertion point flashes on the screen. Clear? We already know what is insertion point, the blinking line from where we can start the typing. Clear? Then insertion point is the point where the next character typed from the keyboard will appear from the screen. Here is the definition also you can find that what is the insertion point. Insertion point is the point where the character which we are typing from the keyboard, they will appear on the screen. Okay, so type the text for your document. So here are the steps which we can now do. Erase this. Okay, so first is type the text for your document. So you can keep on writing whatever you want to write. When you reach at the end of the line, Word automatically wraps the text to the next line. You only need to press the enter key when you want to start a new paragraph. Word automatically underlines the misspelled words in red and grammar's error in green. Here there is a point to note that whenever there is some mistake, so the uh, spelling mistakes will be appear to in the red color and the grammatical mistakes will appear in green color. Clear? So green color will be used for grammar mistakes and red color will be used for spelling mistakes. Clear? So these are the underlying things which the MS Word will automatically take care about. Okay, so now let us come to the page also, and we can see these things, what are the different things which is shown to us here. So if we come to the software window, here I am going to write few things, so let us try. So if I write welcome you all to class 6. uh, Today we are discussing chapter 3 about about what it is. Microsoft Word. Write the same, Microsoft Word. Okay, and we can continue writing. Okay, in which we have, so here you can see, okay, here you have seen that automatically the cursor here changes the line whenever when it has reached to the end of the page. Clear? End of the page means there are some margin area, so it will leave that margin and come to the next line, so automatically it comes. I have not clicked anything. Okay, or in between if you want to change it, you can, if after MS Word, like today we are discussing chapter 3 about Microsoft Word. If you want to change the line here only, you can bring the cursor, that is the insertion point, and press the enter key. So automatically now the text will come to the next line. Okay, now if I write any spelling mistake, like if I write here WERD, so here you can see this is the spelling mistake, so that is why it is showing you the red mark. If I zoom in now, I hope it will be more clear. So here you can see if I have done the spelling mistake, it automatically gives the red underline below this word. So I have not written WRD, I have written word. So if I bring it, it will also suggest me that what are all the different possible things which can be corrected. So if I right click on this, so here there are some suggestions, so whatever is the correct we can choose from this. Okay, so this is how the MS Word software is helping us to correct the our mistakes as well. Clear? So if you keep on writing this, you can continue and you can prepare the whole document. So we have seen that how the insertion point changing and how the grammar or the spelling mistakes will be shown. So here the spelling mistakes we have seen. If we want to see some grammar mistakes, so let me erase this too. Let me find that is there any. Okay, so right now it is not showing the grammar. If you write the whole paragraph, or if there is something, maybe then it will show you the grammatical mistake. We will see also how to start the grammar mistakes, how to check it. If we want to after writing the document, if you want to check whether the document is grammatically correct, and if the spellings are correct, we can choose the grammar and spelling check options as well. So there we will find it more uh, options to do. Right now we have seen that the spelling mistakes will be shown to you in the red, and the grammar mistakes will be shown to in the green. Okay, so you can remember this, that spelling mistakes will be red and grammar mistakes will appear in the green. Okay, after that we will see how to select the text, the document which we have created. If you want to select, do the selection of the different word, sentence, or the whole paragraph, we will see how to do the selection of this. So this topic we will discuss in the coming class. So we can see that what all we have covered today. So in the today's class we have seen, we have revised the different features of the MS Word, and that is like auto format, spelling and grammar checks, then thrashers, mail merge we have seen. Macro, we have already seen that macro is a time saving feature in which we can combine different actions in a single command. We will see these things in the coming topics, then we will discuss in detail and we will see practically. Then we have seen the important parts of the MS Word window, like what is quick access toolbar, what is ribbon what is title bar, then what are status bar, then scroll bars. Clear? What is insertion point? This all we have seen in the today's video. We can you can read it, and you can, whatever the important things, you can go through that, and you can pause the video wherever you have confusion in any of these. You can pause the video and you can watch it again, or if still there is some doubt and confusion, you can ask the questions in the coming online class. And then we have seen how to create a new document, and then we have seen how to enter the text and how the insertion point is moving according to the data which we are writing, and when we are pressing the enter key, it changes the line to the next line. The insertion point comes to the next line. Okay, then we have seen that the spelling mistakes will be shown in the red and the grammar mistakes will be shown in the green. Okay, so till here we have discussed. In the coming class we will see the other more features of the MS Word window. Till then, revise this and stay fit and healthy. Okay, thank you class.